was chatting to you backstage, I was just focused on this bit of you. I hadn't noticed the lovely...
The split.
The split!
Which I've now covered.
No, look great.
Give us a look, Nicole.
Welcome both. Oh. It's a lovely night, lots of music. Are you a fan of any of the acts we're having on, Nicole?
There's one in particular, actually both, because
yes.
I have to say.
Yeah. But you're not married to Sheryl Crow. Yeah. That is true.
I'm a fan of both of them.
Excellent, excellent. And very nice of Nicole Kidman to be, because presumably you're dashing off to Cannes.
I'm going to Cannes, yeah.
Because have you guys bumped into each other at Cannes? Because you've hosted events at Cannes, haven't you?
Have you, Alan?
Yes, I hosted the Cinema Against AIDS Gala, the AMFAR thing.
I'm doing that this year.
You are?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Alan's got some tips. As in, back out.
Yeah. So, when I did it, there was like, they have these auction eyes. It's like a big fundraiser thing, you know?
Yeah.
And this was really sad. You know Ryan Gosling?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
He came on, and the thing, I didn't have to introduce this, thank goodness. I said, go on after him. They said, what we're going to do is Ryan Gosling will make out with anyone in the audience, right? Man or woman. And
he offered that?
He offered that.
I will not be offering that.
No, guess what, though?
How much money?
This is what happened.
Yeah,
this is what was terrible. So they said the bidding's starting at $40,000 or 40,000 euros or something, and there was like crickets, and Ryan Gosling standing there like, you know, licking his lips, getting all ready, and nobody bidded. Nobody bidded, and poor Ryan Gosling had to walk off. Nobody took it. I was like, take the ticket, start at 500. And it was just too much money. I don't know, or everyone was just too... couldn't be bothered. But it was just
awful.
Mortification. I just thought, poor boy.
Just the sound of his footsteps.
Yeah. At least he's bounced back. You know, he's like, he hasn't let it dog him.
No, he really hasn't.
That's a good tip, because offer it at like 100.
Offer it lower and start
$100.
Yeah, 50 pence.
Go low. Go low.
50 pence for a snog.
And you go to Cannes a lot, Nicole.
Yeah.
And you've got about 4 things at Cannes this year.
I do.
So how does that
But
work?
I'm small roles in some of them, and
No
they're...
small roles, only small actors, Nicole.
It's about me.
I had a really good...
Pivotal roles.
kind of pivotal in some of them, and sometimes just supporting a friend, where I've done something for a director friend of mine, or you would have done that, right? Where you've done roles,
sure.
and then I've got...
Yeah.
Get me out of this!
Because is that how you pick films? Is it more to do with the director than anything else?
No, I think I'm so spontaneous. Sometimes I'll choose things because of a script, and I'll hope the director that finds its way to the piece is good. But yeah, I'm very drawn to auteurs, and an auteur is someone that basically has the vision for the project and crafts it.
Because is it because of James Wan? Is he a friend of yours, James Wan?
Oh, yes.
Well, no, because this is I was surprised to read, but you're going to be in Aquaman. I mean, you're not Aquaman, but you're in it.
I'd love to be Aquaman. I'm the Queen, Atlanta.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
I was like, my daughters were like, do you get to wear a crown? And I'm like, yes. Do you get to have a tail? I said, I can't answer that. But anyway, and then I said, I get to wear mother of pearl all over my body.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, do it, Mummy! so I get to wear a crown.
Do you get a shell bra?
You'll have to wait and see, Greg. I'll come back and talk about it.
That's a good action toy in your future.
Yes.
But I wanted to have some fun, you know.
But now, talking to directors, Sofia Coppola, obviously,
Yes.
she is one of the auteurs you were talking about.
is.
And she's directed your latest film, The Beguiled. Now, it's out later in the summer. It actually opens here on the 14th of July. I think. So it's set in the Civil War, and it's a very kind of female-led story, am I right?
Yes, and the great thing about The Beguiled also is that it's a female director. I mean, there's young children in it, young girls, and then there's Kirsten Dunst, myself, and Elle Fanning. I play the woman who runs the, well, it's an orphanage, but it's more, because it's the Civil War, you're not sure, but it's a school. And then the things that happen. And then Kirsten plays a governess at the school with me, and we run the school, and we have the young girls who live there. And then there's one man, Colin Farrell.
Wow. Popular choice. We've got a clip from The Beguiled, and this is you as the headmistress?
Yeah.
Headmistress, as the headmistress.
There we go, headmistress.
Yeah, explaining the house rules to a very sleepy Colin Farrell. Yes. Colin Farrell is such good casting for that character.
Well, the weirdest thing is Colin and I are in 2 films together. We did 2 films back to back. We did The Killing of a Sacred Deer, another light fair. No.
Yeah. No, but isn't
that's at Cannes
but that's
as well.
the same guy who directed The Lobster. Did anyone see The Lobster?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
I loved that film.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Is it like The Lobster?
It's weird.
Good.
Yeah,
We like
it's really weird.
We like
I love weird.
But now, you worked with Colin Farrell in this film, like, a lot. I mean, there was one scene, you filmed it more than I felt necessary.
What?
Are you talking about the sponge bath?
Yes, Nicole, I am.
Of course he is.
Yes. So, the chances, like, how long did you film the sponge bath for?
About a day. I had to give him a sponge bath for a day.
Okay.
My husband's on this show. Can we move off this now?
No, that isn't awkward, is it? Well, I guess it's always a bit awkward.
Well, considering what we did in Sacred Deer, that was nothing.
Okay. Maybe we should move on.
Let's move off the whole thing.
Alan, what's the thing you do? You Google people before you act with them.
I Google people naked.
No.
I do. I feel like, you know, it's all that information is out there, and you're going to meet a new person, and you're going to blah, and you don't know them. I sort of think, well, I'll Google them and see, you know, la la la. And then I also do Google images and then put the naked at the end of their name and just see if there's anything out there. Because, you know, if you're going to do sex scenes with them, you want to get a little heads up.
It's so different than looking for directors. I'm just going to Google them naked.
My director naked.
If it's out there, if it's on the interweb and it's there, you might as well have a look.
Yeah. Now, it's time for our first musical performance of the evening. Now, is this what this is the intro I was planning. That's all accurate, isn't it?
Maybe more than that.
More than that?
Oh, no, okay.
No, I'll go with more.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try. Here we go.
Way
okay.
more than 4.
Okay. He's won much more than 4 Grammy Awards. And is one of, the most successful American musician. He's not an American, but in America. Here performing a special version of The Fighter with our very own Melanie C. It is Mr. Keith Urban. Thank you very, very much for doing that. That was very good. What did you think, Nicole?
Fantastic.
Is that the best you've heard him sing it?
Yeah.
It's good, wasn't it? Yeah. Now, that is the current single off your album Ripcord, which is out now.
Yes.
Yeah. Do your fans have a name? Do your fans have a name? Are they Urbanites or...?
What? They have their own names.
Sorry, what are you?
Urban Army.
The Urban Army.
Very aggressive.
Exactly. That does sound... It sounds quite intimidating. Be very careful. The Urban Army are in. Well, they're very nice fans. Very good fans.
Thank you.
Yes, lovely. And now, I've heard you talk in interviews about how your marriage influenced your music and everything, but that song in particular sort of references Nicole, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, from the theme of the song, you know, was really early in our relationship, just wanting to reassure her that I'm a safe place to be. I'll take care of her, you know. That's really what the song's about. So. Oh, come on. Turn into a Hallmark crowd like that, doesn't it?
Look, happy people.
When did you meet?
In Los Angeles at this event called G'day LA. I'm not These are true names.
I think we might have a picture of you meeting. This is the day you met. There you are. And was it kind of, was it like, good day, LA? Was it kind of, was it, bing?
Well, we have discrepancies over that. 'Cause
That's funny.
It's going to become the newlyweds here in a minute.
No, it really was. He brought it up. I didn't know that.
and yeah, well, we didn't sort of. I was about to say hook up, but that was the wrong thing. He didn't call me for about 4 months. 4 months, I say. He says different, but anyway.
I was scared.
Anyway.
I mean, no, seriously. I mean, look, someone gives me Nick's number and they're like...
You didn't get it from her?
No.
Who got you your publicist?
Alan.
I mean, I wasn't even sure if it was legit. You know.
But someone passed it to you in a dark alley.
He paid good money for that number.
12 years later, 2 babies later.
Yay!
Yeah.
All good. Now, the last time you were here, Nicole, we enjoyed some of your early modelling work on the late lamented Dolly magazine.
Graham.
No, beautiful, finely judged work.
I was shocked that you found them.
Don't worry, we're not showing them again.
Oh, good.
But we have.
There is others.
There are some lovely pictures of Keith. As an emerging bright star on the Australian music scene.
What are you doing
here you
now?
are in Tamworth.
That's cute.
That is adorable.
You know what's really criminal about that is actually that was last Tuesday.
What's criminal is the tight your jeans are.
I know.
Big legs, actually.
Yeah, the population of Tamworth's growing.
That's not all.
The elevation. I wouldn't recognise you in that picture, but then there's another picture. Honest, I only know this is you because it says it's you. This is Keith Urban. I mean, check that out. Yeah. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. That I'd never
My
heard.
love.
In his yearbook, it would have said, boy least likely to marry Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Until you see my yearbook.
We need yours. We need next
seagulls.
picture next.
No, we've had Nicole in all her glory.
We need no more. Come on, Alan.
Oh, okay. Well, Alan. It's in your book. This is there has to be a story or an explanation to this. Around the same time as Keith was wearing very tight jeans,
What was that?
you were on a school trip to Germany without jeans. Was that just the look?
We were all doing it in the 70s.
What I love about this is he's still proud of a tidy sock.
I think it's a girl sent it to me, a girl who was at school, who was on that school trip, sent it to me via Twitter, and I was and I thought, why did I have no trousers? I must have taken them off for a bet or something. I don't know, but it's a good look.
But I think he just seemed very calm about it. Kind of, I'm rocking a short jumper dress.
I've got no trousers on.
But I have this theory, most men have excellent legs.
People say that.
Yeah, right?
It's not. It's like I think what I think is interesting is that a lot of men have not body parts, but bits of the bodies that women desire, like slim hips, long eyelashes, and so I think women think that all men have better things that they want than them. It's not true. I've seen a lot of naked men. I know.
Now, talking about the urban army, your fans...
Well, Sunday Faith and... We're in that army too.
Yeah. So they come to your concerts and they demonstrate their loves in different ways. Was there was a woman who wanted you to sign her?
Oh no, I was. It was years ago. I was at doing a concert in this big venue, and somebody in the crowd yelled out, "Will you sign my leg?" And I thought, well, this would be a good moment, you know.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, come on up here, you know, because I thought this would be great. And this is years before I'd met Nick, and I thought this would be make a great moment on stage. And so she disappeared for a minute. I couldn't see her head. And the next minute she reappeared and then lobbed this prosthetic leg onto the stage, which It landed with a thud. So I picked it up and signed it, and then I thought, what's the correct prosthetic leg returning etiquette? Do you crowd surf it? Do you say, hop up here? I mean, they crowd surfed it back, and she attached it and was like, ah.
And actually, oddly, the title of your book, Alan,
yes,
which is out now, My Life Stories and Pictures, You've Got to Get Bigger Dreams. This comes from a sort of fan story.
Yeah, well, sort of. Well, it's like it's our friend, our mutual friend,
yes,
very dear old friend, Eddie, is a massive fan of...
Not that old, we should say. He will be watching.
He will be watching, sorry, Eddie. But he's a massive fan of opera, as we all know. And, well, you don't, but he is. And, and like, really mega fan. And so the book's called that because a story in the book is the title of that. So what happened was, I was invited to this big event where Oprah was getting honoured, getting an award. And so I thought, I've got to take Eddie as my date. So I did, and we got there, and he was just like frenzied. He was like, I want to get a photo with Oprah, I want to get a photo with Oprah. And I was like, that might not happen, Eddie, and I'm not going to guarantee it. And I am not going to be, because I thought if that does happen, I'd have to go and say, Oprah, my friend Eddie wants. So I'm not going to do that. You know, you just have to, it might happen, but just you, anyway. I said, and you know how when people come up to me in bars and we're having dinner and they ask for a photo and how pissed off you get about that on my behalf. And he went, I see your point. I still want a photo. So we were at this thing and there's a big dinner and it was like crazy. Like Oprah was at this sort of central big table with like Steven Spielberg and Jesus and everybody. And we were all like at these tables going around. We were sort of like satellites, you know, kind of going around Oprah. And Barbara Walters was hosting the thing, and she went, and here's Ishtak Perlman, and here's Jessie Norman, she's singing away. And then it's just like full on. And then at one point she goes, and now we're going to have a break. And after the break, Oprah. And we're like, oh my God! So Gail, Oprah's friend, came over to say hello to us. And we were at this kind of Siberia-like table. We were kind of near the loos, and I could see Eddie a bit like... And so, but Gail came over, so that was like the nearness of Gail, because she's Oprah's best friend. And then she turned around to talk to someone, and Eddie said, so her bum was right there, and Eddie said, take a picture, take a picture. So I take a picture of Gail's bum and Eddie's head, and then he went, and we saw Oprah, she was way over there, and he said, take a picture of Oprah far away and me and the thing. So I had this camera, I was trying to zoom it in, and it wasn't my camera, it was my husband Grant, so I was a little unused to it. I was like, trying to zoom it, and I got it, her in focus, and then suddenly she stood up. I was like, oh, fuck you, Oprah. And she stood up and started, and I was like, oh, Christ. And then I realised she was coming towards us because she was going to the loo. And I was like, Eddie, she's coming. She's going to come right by here. She's going to totally come. This moment could happen. And so I'm trying to unzoom the thing to get back. And he's all freaking out. I can feel his energy. It's like a tingly little thing. And then he stands up and he kind of blocks her path. And I'm trying to fiddle the thing. And I hear him in this little choir boy voice going, Oprah, may I have a photo with you? It would be my dream. Oprah went, you gotta get bigger dreams. So then I snapped the picture. I snapped the picture, and it is one of the worst pictures I've ever taken. I'm sure you have it for us all to see.
This is the picture that Eddie dreamed of getting. I actually think it's perfect because, you know, it's absolutely what that moment was like. Oprah is a goddess and she can only be half present. Eddie was a bloody mess. Oh, dear. But it's a great book. It's lots of really good stories and lots of... And you took all the photographs.
Yes, I took all the... It's a book of photos and stories. I took them all, yeah.
And there's some really kind of eccentric pictures. I love... This is a woman at the Ritz-Carlton.
She was a lady I met in a bar in Boston in a hotel, and she looks like... You remember when you were little and you used to make puppets with your mum's tights? Yeah. And you stuffed them with newspapers? Hilarious. That's what I think her legs look like.
Did you ask permission?
Oh, I asked permission. And
Can I take a picture of your funny legs?
Yes, I did. And she was totally... Well, she was drunk at the time, so she didn't mind. And that's Honey, my dead dog.
Living in the picture, everyone, all right.
Yeah.
Was he?
What?
Honey was alive, yeah. Yeah, OK, yeah. This wasn't a beautiful parting gesture. Just take this one last thing.
One last snap of our feet.
And we must mention very quickly, you've got a new television show.
I do, yes.
Yes.
I know, I'm going to be an action hero. Isn't it crazy?
It is. I mean, it's great, though, but it's proper big CBS. Will it be... Presumably, someone here will buy it,
I hope so, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they're guaranteed, but then you go, yeah.
What is it?
It's called Instinct. And I play...
He really is the star of it. He's not just pivotal.
No.
It is about him.
But I play this, so he's this professor of behavioural analysis at Penn State University, and he's has idiosyncratic, teaching methods. A little bit of an oddball, imagine. And then we discovered that not only am I a professor, I used to be a CIA agent.
No!
Naturally.
Get out of town!
Don't give it all away.
Oh, yes, you just find that in the first 5 minutes. And so I'm drawn back into the field, and my CIA past obviously helps me do the thing. And also I'm gay, and I have a husband in it, and we're trying to adopt a child. And it's the first network drama in America to have a gay character as the leading role.
Oh, wow. Well done, you. Finally. Very good. Congratulations. That's brilliant. Now, Nicole, am I allowed to say that someone on the couch, you've got one of those birthdays coming up? Is it next month?
You are allowed, yes.
Next month?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're saying the number, aren't we? If I looked at you, I'd be screaming the number.
No, I'm totally... I'm going to be 50, and I'm so excited.
Wow. We don't want to spoil any surprises, but anything good planned at all?
Yes, absolutely. I got a lot of good stuff planned, but I can't mention.
No. Are you not involved in it at all? You're just trusting him?
I'm
To
not a
certain
big
degree.
birthday person.
She's not
so-
good with surprises at all.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually break out in a cold sore if I have a surprise.
And that plus birthday is really bad.
Since I was little, I get cold sores. Oh gosh, but I did have a surprise party once when I was 30, and it was so shocking to me because people had come from overseas and they'd set it all up, and I sort of walked in and I broke out in a cold sore.
What, like immediately a cold sore comes out?
Like on the spot. Yeah. Wow. It was so, like my whole body couldn't understand. Because actually I'd been on the phone to my mother. Here's why I did. And I said, oh, Dad, can you go get my mum? And he's like, oh, no, she's in the garden, right? And then I walked in to the room, and my mum was there. And I called Australia, and this was in Montana, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then I broke out in a
Cold sore, of course.
And the night was awful. I was like, I'm going to go. I feel revolting. I got to go home.
No photographs.
Yeah, and also the other thing with the surprise party, I mean, I'm sure some people love surprise party, but as a girl, you kind of want to be dressed and ready for it, and kind of, you don't want to be in your sweatpants and a t-shirt and everyone else is all dressed up and you've got a cold sore. And
But Keith, the 40th,
doesn't
the
go
40th...
Is that another right here? Come in and
But the 40th, was that a surprise, what you did for the 40th? That sounded so lovely.
Yeah, I lit off a ton of fireworks. Well, I didn't do it, but I
You must have broken out in all sorts of things. You didn't know those were coming.
Read about this. No, he did fireworks on my 40th, which was amazing.
But just the two of you?
Yeah.
See, I think that's amazing.
Well, just there was two of you and you said fireworks suddenly.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, she was shooting a film, Australia, the Baz Luhrmann film, and we were in this very small town in Australia, and I miraculously found some company nearby that did fireworks. And to just bring everything you have, just bring everything. And there was a little mountaintop or something, and I had a couch taken up there, dropped off there, and we drove up there, and we got out of the car, and I said, oh, look, there's a couch over here. And she's like, a couch? And we sat down, and then all these fireworks started going off, and that was...
Isn't that... You win. You win. That's very good. Nicole, we've got another great TV show returning to BBC Two later this year. Jane Campion's Top of the Lake. This time it's called China Girl.
Yeah, I have a supporting role in this. This is Lizzie Moss's series that she started with Jane. And I don't know if anyone saw the first series. It was fantastic.
No, it's so good.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky, I've seen some of it. It's really, you're really good in it. You're fantastic.
I'm very different in it, yeah.
You are,
yeah.
but really, really great
But
in
as
it.
an actor, and I'm sure Alan was saying, I mean, to be able to play so many different roles at this stage of my life is fantastic. And something like Big Little Lies, Reese and I...
Yeah, people love that show.
That came out of frustration because we were like, well, we're not being offered really complicated, interesting roles right now, so we need to kind of go and do it ourselves. So that, and then we were able to offer our friends roles, Laura Dern and Shailene Woodley and all of the women that are in it are friends of ours. So we were able to sort of generate work not just for ourselves but for our friends, and that felt really cool.
There's one of those things, because it's Jane Campion, you...
No, this was
No, I know, but top of the lake.
Sorry, right.
Yeah, top of the lake, Jane Campion. But it's always that embarrassing thing where you don't want to assume that Australian people know each other just because they're from Australia. But you have known her for donkey's years, haven't you?
Jane discovered me in a drama school when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
And she cast me in her student film at the time. And we have a friendship, you know, and I'm now 50, so, I mean, that many years. And that, to me, is what the great thing about this industry is when you can have that journey together. And
but you nearly didn't, because didn't you not do that student film?
I didn't do the student film because I very much regret it. But I didn't do it because she wanted me to wear a shower cap and kiss a girl. And I was 14 at the time, and I was like, no, I want to kiss a boy, and I want to have
Which
nice
is worse,
hair.
the shower cap or kissing the girl? I would say the shower cap.
The shower cap was... And now I'd be like, yes, please.
No, but
I'll
the trouble
kiss a girl, I'll
the trouble
wear
is
a shower
I'd be
cap.
showing you clips of it now, so you're glad you didn't do it. It's all...
No, it's a fantastic film. Are you
is it?
kidding? Oh, I wish I was in it.
Do we know anyone who was in it?
Who played you?
There you go, see?
Doesn't matter, Alan. A really good Australian actress who... I don't know.
So they're really good in Australia. They're excellent. They won't be throwing things at the television right now.
He's a really good actress.
We'll cut this bit out, don't worry. Or we'll just dub in her name. My voice. Mary Smith.
Anyway, for any trivia, the film is called A Girl's Own Story, and it's a part of her film school work that Jane had, and she made some amazing film school films, you know.
Well, let's have a clip of Top of the Lake, and this is you and Elizabeth Moss having a confrontation. This is so good. Excellent. Right, it's time to meet my final guest. This lady is a 9-time Grammy Award winner, awkward, and has sold over 50 million albums worldwide. Here performing, it's not a competition, here performing her new single, Be Myself. Please welcome Sheryl Crow! Have a seat, do, because often...
Am I here?
I think, yeah, that's traditional musician. There you go. Because often when the musician comes over, I introduce the musician to the... But you know everyone.
We're like neighbors.
Yeah.
You like genuinely, like a few doors down or something.
We're like a mile away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
We
genuinely
just
hang
went
out.
on a girls' trip,
Yes, we did.
which was fantastic.
It was
wasn't
awesome.
It? Yeah.
I didn't want to leave.
So there were 7 of us who are all friends in Nashville, all women, and we all went away for just 2 nights.
Fantastic. Only 2 nights.
Yeah.
None of us wanted to leave. It was like
We
leaving
were like, well, we
camp.
can't make it, yeah. But then we all went, and we just had the best time.
Where'd you go?
We went to the Bahamas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does sound great. For 2 nights.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
you're nearer. Yeah, from
Yeah.
here that would be quite a long way. My geography is
That
not
would be
great. Yeah, well, 2 nights. We should mention, by the way, that is from the album Be Myself, which is out now.
Yes.
Yes, there it is. Product,
is.
product,
It is
product,
indeed.
product.
I love that.
And it's a great album.
And so you're neighbours with them.
Yes.
And now, Alan, you have an odd connection.
Yes. So...
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
No,
I'm kidding.
totally. No, so my manager, Jason, we were at an event, a fundraising thing. You know Jason Weinberg?
Yeah. Yes.
And Sheryl, there was a prize you could win in the auction thing that was to sing backing vocals for at one of Sheryl's concerts. And so I was with Jason, I can't remember, but anyway, he bought me the prize of being Cheryl's backup vocalist.
Have you done it?
No!
No, I'm getting ready to play in New York City, so I...
We keep trying to, but we
Yes,
never...
and I
dates
have
never...
a fantastic little outfit I want you to wear. Actually, there's no pants, though, with it. Yes, the Beacon. I'm going to get you the dates. Yes. I don't know the dates, but it's in June. Will you do it?
Yes, I'm totally there. Well, actually, if not, what, late June?
Can we do this afterwards? TikTok. Getting diaries out. Well, I'm not sure. Should we do dinner afterwards? But now, new album. Presumably, you're touring the new album?
Yeah, we're trying. We want to do some summer festivals, so anybody that's a promoter or knows a promoter who's related to a promoter who's married to a promoter, divorced from a promoter, like Instagrams with promoters, let them know.
And the same with Urban Army. Urban Army, very keen to know. Are you touring here?
Not right now, but I hope we get to do it. Yes, very soon. I feel like I'm getting in trouble.
No, I never intend to perform here again. That was my last performance. No, you will come back for the Urban Army.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Army, I love that.
Yeah.
I find it slightly menacing.
It's Sheryl Crow's. What are they called?
I don't have an army.
Oh.
I know.
Crow's feet.
I feel kind of ripped off. Crow's feet. Yeah, the crow's feet. Oh, yes. Actually, most of my audience could qualify. Crow's feet.
Hey, well, thank you very much for that performance, Sheryl Crow. Right. Nearly it, but before we go, we do have time for a visit to the big red chair. Who is there? Oh, hello. Hi, what's your name?
Wendy.
Wendy, lovely Wendy. What do you do?
I'm a medical secretary for an orthopaedic surgeon
All right, where does that happen?
in Guildford, just outside.
In Milford?
Yes.
Milford.
No, Guildford. Guildford.
Guildford. Not Milford. Guildford. I say Guildford. Got it. Okay, Wendy, off you go with your story.
So, when I used to live in Cumbria, there are loads of pubs, small market town, and we used to go for drinks every Saturday night, big pub crawl, race from one pub to the other, last one in had to buy the drinks. So, usual, racing ahead, I got to the pub first, really pleased, get to the bar to order the drink knowing I'm not going to pay for it. And I got to the bar and everybody was looking at me and the barman was looking, my friends were all looking at me and their mouths were agape. And I was like, what's the problem? They're all looking down, open-mouthed. I looked down, my boob tube had rolled completely down my waist. Needless to say, I did get served very quickly.
No, you want to be flipped. Oh, you want to be flipped. Okay. There you go. Hey! Well, she wanted to be. She asked. She asked. Yes, she wanted to. She's fun as Wendy, isn't she? She's wasted as an orthopaedic surgeon secretary.
She needs to get out more. I wonder if she wears a boob tube to work.
Yeah, I guess running in a boob tube is never a mistake. It's a mistake. One more. Here we go.
Hey, Graham.
Hello. Oh, yes.
Hello. If he gets pushed, can I push the thing?
Yes, of course.
Always want
Okay, well, stand by. Come and stand by.
Come on,
okay.
Alan.
All right. Okay, here we go. So, what's your name, sir?
Marcel,
Marcel. How tall are you, Marcel?
180.
What is that in measurements I might understand?
180 meters. How do you change it to your...
I've lost interest, Marcel. Thank you, Alan. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and we go to the next chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. I'd say about 7 feet tall. And that is it for tonight. Please, a huge thank you to my guests, Sheryl Crow, Alan Cumming, Keith Urban, and Nicole Kidman. Join me next week with guests including former One Directioner Liam Payne, comedian and writer David Walliams, and the fabulous Salma Hayek. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.